So, Stuart, thank you for joining me. I'm sure all Linnets fans will be excited to see what you've got to say. But I want to start it with your time at Oldham and looking back at there. Obviously, you were there from a young age, from around the age of 8 up until 16. How do you reflect back on your time at that club?
Good. Well, it was like pretty much since I played football, I was always there from a young age. So obviously up until getting released, it was good. I used to like going up there. I was the only scouser there, so I enjoyed being up there and like getting loads off the lads and that, the Manx.
And obviously, you kind of talked about getting released there. Obviously, it's kind of a scenario that a lot of kids at that age face. How did you deal with it personally?
Not too bad. I just went straight back on trial to a few clubs and stuff, but like I didn't think, oh, like this is the end or whatever. Obviously, I was down about it, but yeah, I was kind of just ready to go somewhere else and find somewhere else to play then.
And obviously, then you joined Chester in 2017. Why was the decision made to join that club? I presume you had quite a few offers at that time.
I said this to Cal quite a lot. Like that was the only I was going there, and I was actually like enjoying it. I was enjoying being there. Like everyone there it was like, it sounds like cliche to say it, everyone made me so welcome. Like I actually went there and had a good time. Whereas when I was going to other clubs, it was a bit cutthroat. Like people were standoffish and like because everyone was like kind of fighting for the scholar. At the same time, it was brutal. So no one really wanted to bother, but it was different at Chester.
And obviously, you did go on to join, as we've said, and playing what was such an incredibly talented team. You obviously look at yourself. There's Louis Hayes, Ewan Murray, all kind of groups. Lloyd was in there as well. What was it like playing in such a talented team like that throughout the youth stages?
What? Oh, the youth team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. Yeah, we won quite a lot. But
and then obviously you did go on to kind of sign your senior deal in 2019. Was there kind of always the idea that the pathway would be there at Chester, or was that something you'd not kind of expected when you did join?
No, it was definitely like I was always wanting to make it. Well, to get that deal, I wouldn't have gone if I didn't think I had a pathway there. So yeah, I was glad to get it.
And what did you kind of feel when you did sign your first senior deal? Obviously, you kind of touched on your kind of disappointment from leaving Oldham, but then to go on to sign a senior deal not too long later, it must have been a good feeling for you.
Yeah, it was a relief, but it was like he's just ready to kick on then, and then obviously the opportunities I haven't had the most opportunities, but at least I had some. Do you know what I mean?
And then obviously you did make your first senior appearance against Winsford in the 17-18 season. Again, was that a bit of a relief moment for you to get that first one under your belt?
Yeah, it was a bit nervy, like, but it was good to get out there and play with the senior lads. Yeah.
Obviously, the gaffer now at the Linnets, Cal, what was he like when you first joined Chester? Obviously, you've known him for a good while now.
Well, when I first joined, I thought he's a bit of a nutter, but once I got to know him, I was just kind of found out that he's sound. Like he's always looking after the players and stuff, and yeah, he's different to different managers because he's more. He's like he's your mate, but you don't want to be too matey with him because he'll let you know. Do you know what I mean? But he's good.
And obviously, during your time at Chester, you kind of been out on a few loans, Prescott, Warrington, for just a couple of examples. How important have they been in your pathway as a player?
Yeah, I think they've been important and good because I could have stayed at Chester and just been training and not getting men's games under my belt, whereas I have been out and I've got a good few men's games under my belt now, so I am a little bit experienced.
And obviously, was your parent club Chester? Were they kind of always in contact with you, seeing how you were going and kind of monitoring your progress with that?
Yeah, they were always wanting updates and stuff, and Cal was massive in that. He was always like wanting to know how we got on, or he'd have people out watching and stuff.
And then obviously when Cal went and got the Linnets job in the summer of 2019, obviously he brought you over on loan to the Linnets with him. What was the kind of feeling when that opportunity came about for you?
It was a good feeling, because it was like, you knew I knew I was going to go and play for someone who trusts me, like, and I know he rates me, so it was a good feeling, yeah.
And did you know much about the club when you were coming, or was it just kind of a case of another fresh opportunity for you?
Yeah, probably a fresh opportunity. Yeah, I didn't really know too much, but yeah, since I've been there, like the fans and stuff, they're all sound, and like they're all dead welcoming, and you're always speaking to them in the clubhouse and that.
And obviously it's been such an unprecedented season, and one that kind of no one ever really kind of thought would get going, and as it's shown, it has been. But there has been a few standout moments. Kind of which ones kind of stick out for you that you think back to enjoy? I'm sure there's a couple.
I think it was that bad touch. That bad touch into the top corner.
Go on then, talk us through that. Surely we all know you've meant that.
Yeah, it got hooked in by, I think it was Ali, and I don't know, there was nothing on. I just thought I might sort of just try and catch the keeper out, see if I can catch him out with a bit of a snapshot. But I could hear Cole saying, "Bring it down."
Yeah. No, it's funny because when we were kind of looking at the video of it, you kind of hear the shout, and then obviously we had a bit of a mess about on Twitter saying how's that cross, but I think, like you said, you kind of see the shape of your body and see there's actually no one in the box. So no, I think fair play to you for that. I think very much a contender for goal of the season. But
contender?
I'd say probably up there. Yeah, I'd say probably number 1 or 2, definitely.
All right, so.
But then, obviously, in terms of this season, as we touched on there, it has been such a strange one. But how important has this group mentality that we've spoken a lot about with the Linnets and kind of the group of players that Cal brought together? It's been so impressive for the fans and kind of us watching on. What's it been like to play in that?
It's mad. There's not, like, you don't really play for a lot of teams where everyone gets on with everyone. Like, you could go and sit in any corner of the changing room and have a laugh with all different players from the completely different parts of the Northwest, let's say, and Wales for the U1 and stuff. But yeah, like, just everyone gets on, everyone has a laugh, and like the group togetherness is it's mad. Like, everyone loves each other. It's weird.
And obviously, it is unlikely that we'll probably get to finish this season, which, as we all kind of know, is a bit disappointing. But somewhat of $1 million question. But would you have believed that you and the boys could have got promotion? Because it's an area that a lot of us have spoke about in depth. But do you, as a player, did you have that belief that you thought, yeah, we can get up from this league?
Yeah, definitely. I think we have the quality. It was just that the points we dropped and stuff. I think if we could have cut them things out, like, which obviously we can in the future, I think definitely, yeah.
Well, no, thank you for your time, Stuart. Really appreciate it. And I think it's fair to say that your Tadcaster goal let's say it definitely takes goal of the season.
Thank you.